Good day, everybody. This is Yin Yang in California with Morsels of a Thought number 1516. And on Tuesdays and Thursdays, cat hair. Oh, golly, excuse me. Sorry about that. I am doing the rules on Tuesdays and Thursdays in the Rules Handbook, a guide to creating loving and lasting relationships. This is by New York Times best-selling authors of the rules, Fein and Sherrie Schneider. They know everything about how to date and how to set up yourself to be ready for a good partner. It's good for any kind of relationships. It's good for, I don't think it's good for try, but you could try it. Um, what do you call them? Bi and gay and lesbian and straight, homosexual. And I happen to be straight, but this can apply to any pursuer-pursuee relationship. And you have cat hair. Oh gosh, I don't know. Shouldn't I kissed her? And I didn't kiss her on the lips, but you take the cat and go nya, 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 like a pillow. Um, anyway, oh my god, my cat hair. Apparently, I should have done some Flonase or something. Anyway, so I am going to read you part of week 10, and we are in Betrayal, Cheating, and Divorce from Create Respectful Marriages and Partnerships. Now, the thing is that you have done all kinds of things to create special partnerships, create. Week 1 was being engaged, so create respectful marriages and partnerships. Week 1 was being engaged. Week 2 was about all committed relationships need the rules. Week 3 was about marriage. Week 4 was about marriage is a partnership, so be a team player. Week 5 was about effective marriage communication. Week 6 was choose forgiveness over fighting. You have all the power to create a happy marriage. Marriage is a balancing act. Don't betray your marriage. That's where we are right now. There are 3 weeks after that. But I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna rub my nose. Sorry. What was it? Aviate, navigate, and communicate. There's a thing I heard yesterday in aviation. It's aviate, navigate, communicate. So you keep things going in order, and then you take care of the direction you're going in, and then you make sure that everybody is on the same page. But making sure everybody's on the same page has to do with already having the maintenance in order and already having the direction in order. Aviate, navigate, communicate. So, got that somewhere. Okay, week 10, betrayal, cheating, and divorce. I know I read you part of this the other day. I'm going to do it again because we're only on the beginning part. So you got married thinking it was forever, but it's no longer looking that way. He cheated and wants to be with her now, not you. Or he cheated and wants you back, but you can't trust him anymore. Or maybe you just don't get along, but he refuses to go to counseling, or his bad habits like drinking or drugging or raging are too much for you to handle. These are all marriage challenges that are difficult to deal with, but with help you might be able to persevere. If he betrayed you by gambling or using drugs or won't get help for his alcoholism, it's time to set firm boundaries by your higher self or take a break. If he's having an affair, we feel it's over and time to get a divorce. We're all for forgiveness, but we draw the line at cheating. We believe that cheating is a deal breaker, and once a cheater, always a cheater. Focus this week on what you can do to change yourself. Advocate for him, to get help from an expert and stay in your power so you can better navigate the ups and downs of betrayal or cheating and make the best decision for both partners. Daily rules. Day 330, no magic pill. Some women think that marriage counseling is a magic pill that will make their husbands change for the better. Hmm. They want to talk about everything. Their husbands usually don't. We hate to burst their bubble, but counseling will only help if it's his idea to go. If it's not his idea, he will refuse, agree, and then cancel or fight with you before, during, and after the session. And it will be another thing for you to fight about. It will be another thing you fight about. He might even feel that you and the counselor are ganging up on him. The magic pill for marriage is being loving, using your higher self, and not complaining or changing him, lower self. Don't romanticize being single. When your husband is driving you crazy, it's easy to romanticize being single. When you were single, you could do whatever you felt like, talk to your girlfriends all night, put your hair in a messy bun and not wear a bra or makeup, get takeout and cook less and organize more, and turn the heat up. You're always cold. That being single was fun is lower self. Your higher self remembers bad dates, lonely Saturday nights and holidays, no one to hold hands with at the movies, and looking at Facebook posts of happy couples and is grateful to be married. Your higher self is grateful to be married. One cheat and it's over. Day 332. We're all for forgiveness, but we draw the line at cheating. We believe that cheating is a deal breaker, and once a cheater, possibly always a cheater. The rules apply to both partners. If your husband had or is having a sexual relationship with another woman, your marriage is most likely over. How can you trust him? That's the problem. You can't. If you decide to stand by your man, and quote, end quote, your marriage will never be the same, and you might feel insecure, constantly check his phone, and wonder what he's doing when he's not home. The rules are about feeling secure, not anxiety ridden and shaking. However, there are rare exceptions when it was a one time affair and he's beyond devastated and remorseful, will do anything to win you back, and does it. Looking the other way. Women who find out after they're exclusive or married that the guy is cheating or bad with money admit that they saw red flags and looked the other way. They remember he skipped Saturday nights without explanation when they were dating, but they pretended not to care. They noticed that he always seemed to forget his wallet and asked them to pay or suggested get rich quick schemes, but they didn't think it was a big deal, only to find out he was in serious debt. If you ignored red flags or pink flags, don't be surprised if these behaviors resurface. I can't stand the term pink flag because it's either a red flag, it's a red flag, but it doesn't have to be a big red flag. That's my opinion. But pink flags are when a red flag is there, but it's not certain that there's a red flag. That's what the pink flag is really for. It's like this could possibly be a red flag in the future, like something that's developing but isn't yet. Live and let live. Your husband's cheating is grounds for divorce, but his watching porn or X rated movies is not. This does not include talking or having online chats because that would be considered cheating. We understand his porn addiction may make you feel not good enough or pretty enough, but that's your lower self talking. Isn't that great? That's your lower self saying that. Oh my gosh, I did not know that. That's great. I did not know that. No one can make you feel good enough or not good enough but you. So your higher self knows that you're good enough. Your lower self is insecure. The lower self is the insecure part. You want to be in your higher self whenever you can. Um, what in the world is going on over there? Chloe! I mean, not Chloe. Zia! Zia! I hear some distress in the background. I'm sorry. When one cat is being picked on or chased on by the others, they make a certain humming noise, and I'm hearing it right now. So, um, Dea, come here. Dea! Oh, Zia was right here. I'm sorry, that was Esri. Esri! Esri! Come here, Esri! Esri, good girl. Now you stop bothering her. Okay? Be nice. Command is be nice. That applies here too. Be nice. Be nice. It's one of the mantra in dress nice, be nice, goodbye, and go home. You know those first 3 dates. Be nice. It's a command. Yeah, it says re. I have a. I don't have a German cat, but I have. Ooh, my next cat will be German. I have had agnostics. I've had Roman Catholic, and I have had Muslim, and Esri is the Jewish cat. I make things up. They're not all alive anymore, so don't worry about it. No one can make you feel good enough or not good enough but you. As long as he is initiating intimacy, doesn't have an online girlfriend, and isn't asking you to do anything uncomfortable, let it go. That's about the porn. The more you focus on this bad habit, the more he will want to do it. Excuse me, or do it in secret. Did I tell you I woke up at 5:09? That's why I was late. He probably finds your bad habits equally annoying. 3:35. Stop resisting and move on. Unfortunately, marriages don't always last. Sometimes it's because the beginning wasn't right. You chased him or got pregnant, and that's why he proposed. Oh my gosh, that is the worst. It is not the worst, but it is the most flimsy way to get a man to propose is to get pregnant. It's a big bodily situation, but it is actually a lower self move. Keep that in mind. It's a lower self move. I have a cousin in law, a cousin that actually did that. And she was very angry afterward. She said to me, he said that he would love me after I had this baby, but he doesn't act like it. And in my mind, I was thinking, oh my gosh, you poor fool. I mean, I think it was willful thinking when people think that they're going to get pregnant and force the guy to love them. That's willful ignorance. That's really willful ignorance because it's not thinking ahead. If you're thinking about getting pregnant so he'll propose, think again. Think about all the details. Think about what you're doing. You're ruining your life. You are choosing a guy that will not propose, and you're investing your whole body and your life of motherhood into him. And you don't know what kind of a father he'll be. If he's not going to propose, what kind of father is he going to be to a child that doesn't even exist yet? Right? Goodness gracious. If he won't propose to you, he doesn't need to propose. He doesn't need to have a child with you. He doesn't. Unfortunately, marriages don't always last. Sometimes it's because the beginning wasn't right. You chased him or got pregnant, and that's why he proposed. You didn't do the rules for marriage. You were hard to be with, or you grew apart. Whatever the reason, divorce can be devastating for women. I'll never meet anyone. I'm older. Men want women half my age. If your husband wants out, no matter what you say or do, you need to move on. Your lower self wants the status quo at any cost. Just tell me how to get him back. But your higher self knows it's never going to work and that the universe has better plans. Universe with a capital U. There is one person for you. You can plan on that. because the universe will send you somebody who is what you want. And what you do is you cast out that wish toward the world, toward the universe, and you make sure it's a higher self wish. If it's a higher self wish, then chances are better that you will get it if it's a reasonable wish. Lower self wishes are, oh, I want to win that sweepstakes. That's a lower self wish. What's the difference between a higher self wish and a lower self wish? A higher self wish is something that sends everything into the better good, better for society, better for mankind, better for your family, better for you, better for your children, better for your household. Lao Tzu said, they quoted Lao Tzu one time, I think it was the one about how if you want peace in the world, you have to have peace between countries. To get peace between countries, you have to have peace between cities. If you want to have peace between cities, you have to have peace between neighbors. If you want to have peace between neighbors, you have to have peace in the family. If you want peace in the family, you need to have peace within your heart. So if you want peace in the world, you have to go all the way down to peace in your heart. So the universe has better plans. When you create peace in your heart, you'll get somebody that you want to get, but you may not even see it at the beginning. Part of you will say, oh, I'm so attracted to him, but the conscious part of you will say, oh, I don't notice anything. And then afterward, you will find out that it was all about what you really needed in the first place and the wish you cast out. Um, I know a man named um, what's his first name? V, 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 oh, I can't pronounce his last name. Shoot. Anyway, he's a dancer that dances Michael Jackson style, and he does it so well. I love his dancing. And he learned how when he was a child, I think in Colombia or someplace like that. When he was a child, so he was practicing Michael Jackson moves when he was 5 years old, and he was doing it all his life. And now he represents Michael Jackson's estate, not as a not as a spokesperson, but as the dancer who dances exactly like Michael Jackson does. And he said that he cast out a wish to the universe when he was a child and said, I want to dance for Michael Jackson. 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 He never gets to meet Michael Jackson. He gets hired to dance for Michael Jackson's estate. He said he now knows that he should have wished the right word. He wants to dance with Michael Jackson. He dances for Michael Jackson, but he never got a chance to dance with Michael Jackson. So we cast out wishes into the world very carefully. The universe can't hear not. I remember learning this when I was 12. I said, whenever I say not, it doesn't happen. But if I say something that doesn't have the word not in it, then it's easier for it to manifest itself. I remember this when I was 12. I said, okay, never say not, especially at the end of a line when you write something, because if somebody wants to forge your stuff, they just have to cross out the word not at the end of the line, and it won't look like you had written it in. So I never put the word not as the last word in any line. Now, that is because I know the universe and the word not are not really, mm, they don't meld. And so you don't say, I do not want to dance for anybody but Michael Jackson. You just say, I want to dance for Michael Jackson, right? And then in his case, you have to dance with Michael Jackson. That's what he was just really wanting. He just wished it the slightly adjusted, maladjusted way. Divorce with dignity is day 336. That's also in the rules for marriage, divorce with dignity. Other reasons to end a marriage: alcoholism and drug abuse, unless he's willing to go to rehab or Alcoholics Anonymous. Rage and physical violence and stealing your money. Maybe he's a compulsive gambler who bet away your home. Other reasons are less tangible. You've grown apart. You've met someone else, or one of you has fallen out of love. I have to say something about that. Betting your home out to other people? And then suddenly one day you're married to a guy who makes you magically homeless? Come on. You can't want to be with a guy like that. And if you saw the red flags, come on, please help yourself. Help yourself. Don't rely on other women. Don't look for pity. Don't look for later pity from women later. Oh, I feel so sad for you. No, you're not looking for, oh, I feel so sad for you. You're looking for a happy household, a happy husband, a happy marriage, a happy higher self, a happy, even your lower self would be happy with that stuff. Your higher self is what you feed. Your lower self you have to ignore and let it die, really. But your higher self, think of it that way. Oh my gosh, a compulsive gambler who bet away your home. Oh my gosh. Anyway, back to the book. The authors are saying other reasons are less tangible. You've grown apart, you've met someone else, or one of you has fallen out of love. We don't believe in staying in an abusive or loveless marriage. If you decide to end it, take the high road. Don't play the blame game or badmouth him. Your lower self might want to destroy him, but your higher self divorces with dignity. And that is the case. We want to say divorcing with dignity means you simply stand up straight, project your chest outward, not downward, outward, and walk away. Let your feet do the talking. Let your feet do the talking with a bad, divorceable marriage. I shouldn't say that. I should call it a when a marriage is over. When a marriage is over, for God's sake, get yourself another one as quickly as you can. That's better. That's better. You know, I want to be happily married to somebody who loves me. I am an amazing woman, right? The other day I wrote it on the lipstick on the wall because of somebody who said so. Um, Somebody who said so during a rules conference, and I shouldn't say the things that we say in the rules conference. It's just that I wound up writing in lipstick on the mirror, I am an amazing woman. And I wanted to write the rest of the mantra, but the lipstick broke. But that's actually okay. It's very thick and everything. I could say the rest of the mantra, but I think that belongs to somebody else. But anyway, it was somebody anyway, it was I am an amazing woman, and anybody would be lucky to know me. Okay? Oh, kinderhook.